At over 35,000 students, Indiana University hosts students from every state and hundreds of countries around the world. Despite its large student body, IUB still has an overwhelming majority of white students. Let's hear a student's perspective of the state of diversity on campus.
I think it's a little lacking because I come from a very diverse high school. I'm a freshman here on campus. I went to North Central High School in Indianapolis. And, I thought it was very diverse there. We had a lot of African Americans, a lot of Hispanics, and a lot of whites. But I think overall there was less than 50% white kids at my high school, so I'm used to a lot of diversity.
Why is it that IUB attracts only small amounts of minority students?
There is going to be a tendency for people who come from less diverse backgrounds to, again, self-segregate into their own groups. But by no means would it be unique to them, or does having a diverse background make you guarantee that you will not self-segregate. So I think there's a little bit, there seems to be a bit of a universal tendency for humans to put themselves into their groups and to determine social groups in that way, using race as a distinguishing factor.
IUB has many culture centers to help spread awareness of minority students' heritage. The Asian Culture Center works to educate students by organizing cultural programming.
In order to learn their heritage, it's a lot easier if they know the language. But that doesn't mean that if they're not familiar and they don't have any clue about speaking and understanding the language of their parents, that doesn't mean that they're not connected with their heritage.
Well, I think the media play a very important role, and here background does matter a little bit in terms of the real world experiences that people have. When you're talking about individuals who come from backgrounds that aren't very diverse, towns that aren't diverse, schools that aren't diverse, they're getting their information about other racial and ethnic groups from the media. And so the media can have a pretty profound effect in terms of socializing people into what to expect in terms of forming stereotypes and beliefs about other groups.
Later, there's this multicultural study program in IU. So the students come here, they play a little and learn, and then they make a program and go back to the class as their project. So they'll show their classmates how to play mahjong and things like that. This is a red center, a Chinese word center.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other one, we don't have it yet.
The green dragon.
The green dragon.
Is another character, like this one, similar.
Okay.
It's good fortune.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then blank, I think blank is about the same. Right.
It's like a mirror.
Right. So it's just two different characters.
Will adopt and can relate to that mission without any conflict at all of what that person's view is originally. So a person can be somebody from who knows where and say, well, I really like that mission of diversity. I can easily, approve it. So I think we need to have some statement that is not only for a certain group, but really for the whole campus. And I think we have one, but it's not as clear, and it's not very well accepted because it's only pertaining to a certain group.
I mean, I think there is a genuine desire to be diverse and to move beyond race. But there needs to be some, at the institutional level, in this case at the university level, there needs to be some mechanism to encourage that. Because again, when there is no such mechanism in place, the sort of natural tendency is this self-segregation tendency.